Last year was something. Lots of events, both good and bad, have transpired last year, and honestly, I have a mixed response as to how I remember 2022. In this video, I would like to talk about the most notable events that I witnessed in that year. The World Cup was truly an exhilarating event that has ever happened this year. However, the finals match between Argentina and France was the biggest highlight in the entire World Cup. Lionel Messi takes it home by winning the World Cup for the Argentina national football team, and honestly, it has to be the best event I've witnessed last year. I'd also like to say the same for Kylian Mbappe and how he single-handedly tried to get the win for his team. The whole game was electrifying, and I had to keep my voice down because I was watching it at like 1 in the morning, and my mom could like barge in and like get all mad. She did that. But another thing worth mentioning is that I was one of the first writers in our school paper to write about it, and it was definitely worth it. Now I'd like to say congratulations to Argentina for winning this year's World Cup, and I am very excited to see how Mbappe and other notable football players would fight in the next World Cup. It's kind of a shameful thing for me to say that I used to look up to Elon a few years ago. I was one of those so-called meat writers that mindlessly defend the so-called real-life Tony Stark. However, my mind suddenly changed when I heard about all the sketchy things that he did. And when he bought Twitter and turned on what seemed to be a really good investment for him to be a major flop, it was really exciting to see how everything went down, like that whole Twitter Blue verification thing. The moment he bought the platform, the whole thing was a mess. As of writing the script, I am locked out of my goddamn Twitter account because of that one Twitter outage. But, oh well. At least I can still see my shitpost accounts from time to time.
Here we show you a close
I hope that there's a sort of bright future for Twitter. I mean, I want Twitter to be a usable platform, and its algorithm caters to the user's interests and whatever keeps them in the platform, so it might as well be maintained, rather than go for some radical change. Aside from Elon's evident mishandling of Twitter, Tesla's stock price went down by about 70% in this year alone, because investors think that Twitter is taking too much of Elon's time. So far, it just hasn't been a good year for Elon Musk, and he's not even the richest person in the world anymore. But only time will tell if he can get out the grave that he dug himself. And yet another notable public figure that fell off, Kanye West's downfall, was kind of devastating to me since I've been a huge Kanye fan ever since middle school. I always liked listening to his music, and despite all the wrong stuff that he did, the separate the art from the artist card was still effective until 2022.
Every human being has something of value that they brought to the table, especially Hitler.
I am Adolf Hitler, command of the Third Reich. Little known fact, also dope on the mic.
The moment I thought that it can't get worse from this, it simply gets much, much worse as he continues to say the most outlandish things ever. It's gotten to the point where I just can't defend him anymore, and most Kanye fans say the same thing. There's been memes popping up of people switching to Taylor Swift after Kanye's controversial statements, and his fan subreddits have even changed into whatever the hell this is. His poor choice of words cut him off from Adidas and his other endorsements and sponsorships because these major brands do not want to work with or be associated with Kanye anymore. He has lost so much money in the process, and it just hasn't been a great year for him. Still, I hope that he will come to his senses and make sure that 2023 is a good year for him to recover. COVID was rough for the first 2 years since lockdown. Isolation was detrimental to us, but at least we were able to have gadgets around to make us forget about what's happening outside our homes. 2022 was the year that lockdowns were lifted, at least in our country. We got back to our normal lives, and we can go outside and go to malls and see our friends. Me personally, the fact that I am able to get around without the lethal threat of a virus that can affect my health is such a relief. Ever since restrictions were lifted, I feel great, now that I can go basically pretty much anywhere I want to go, and even go to the gym a couple times. Face-to-face school is sort of back. We go to campus and sometimes we have online classes. The schedule is hectic, but hey, at least I don't feel that threatened over COVID anymore. So, it's sort of a bittersweet ending. This is such a big deal for me, which is why I saved the best for last. As you may or may not know, I am on my last year of high school. The first semester just ended for me, and after I hopefully pass the second semester, that's it. High school will be way past me now. I remember the past quite fondly. I used this YouTube channel as a coping mechanism, a creative outlet, if you will. It's the place where I harnessed and enhanced my different skills of speaking, writing, editing, and everything in between. And it's been an incredible journey. One thing I'd like to mention is how many videos I have uploaded in 2022. It has been very few, and that's because of the huge amount of work there is in school. It's kind of hard to squeeze in a YouTube video or even a Twitch stream every now and then when my academics is on the line. It was a tough semester, to be honest, and I have to get my priorities straight. As I move forward to a new year, I would like to give myself a well-deserved pat on the back. For the record, I am not quitting, I am just taking really long breaks. With that being said, I will still continue to make videos, so make sure to stick around. I had a lot of ups and downs last year. It was certainly a tough time for me to go through. And apart from mental and physical health problems, it was still a great year, actually. I met new people and I had new experiences along the way. And I hope that this year will do just as much good to me as it will for everyone. With that being said, may 2023 give you the opportunity to live a happier life, and I wish you, dear viewer, a happy new year. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.